We were just in the lab this morning and working on DropVoice, which is now ready for you to sign up and use. At one point, this was free, but now this is a paid premium version of the app. So if you are on the free version, apologies, your testing time is over. It's time to subscribe. And this is the reason why you should subscribe to DropVoice. Once you've created your account and you've signed in, you can actually record voice notes to DropVoice. And the way this works is it leverages the power of OpenAI. So what you would have to do is grab yourself an OpenAI API key, because I'm not responsible for your content that you send to the AI, and that's private to you. So I don't want that going into my version of ChatGPT, but that's fine. Most people have got an OpenAI API key, and you can go to settings, you can enter your key, and you can change your password and stuff, save that, and then you're in business, right? So once you've set up your API key, which is like $5 to do, it's dead simple, you come up in here and you can actually make a recording. So you press new recording, and you see the button pop up. This works on mobile, works on tablet, and it works on desktop and PC and Mac. So you've got the ability to record voice notes. Dead simple, right? And you might be thinking, well, why do I need to record voice notes on DropVoice and pay for that when I have got voice note capability on all of the apps on my phone? What DropVoice does is it solves a real big problem, something that's frustrated me for a long time. For example, if you send a voice note to somebody on one app, you can't transfer it to another. You can't download it. You can't transcribe it. And it's a nightmare. There's only certain apps that will do all of the things that you want with voice notes. And it's something that I've really tried to fix and tried to, buy different things and different apps to get this right, because I use voice all the time for personal memos. I use this for communicating with customers, communicating with clients, and I use this for powering AI, which is something really cool inside of DropVoice as well. So I'm going to start recording. And as you can see, this is now recording inside of DropVoice. The recording icon is flashing, and we've got the stop button now in the center. This will keep going for as long as you like. So I'm going to stop this around the 20-second mark and see where we go. So we'll stop this, and now you will see that DropVoice is processing my voice audio. And not only is it processing, it's sending it to my OpenAI API key, and it's actually transcribed it for me instantly and provided a summary. I can now title this if I like. It already makes an effort at that. DropVoice demo. And I can tag this if I like, demo. I can also flag this as important if it's one I need to remember. So I'll do that. And I'm going to save it as a note. So you can see now this is dropped into my voice notes. Everything is accessible, and we can even search through our notes instantly. So you can find your notes again. You've got them in one place. You've got the AI summary as well, and you can play the note back. You can also download the note. You can flag, you can edit, you can unflag, you can delete, right? So I've got some over here that I don't want anymore, so I'm just going to remove these from the system, remove that one. I'm going to remove this one. They're my tests, they're gone. And now I've got my demo note over here. And you're thinking, well, what's so good about that, right? This is where the fun starts. Number one, I'm going to download this, right? So I can download the complete note, the transcript, the summary, or just the original audio. So I'm just going to download the audio. I can now send that to people on different apps. So, for example, Facebook Messenger, if you use that, you send somebody a voice note, you can't get it back out. It doesn't transcribe. It doesn't categorize. It doesn't let you remember. So it's easier to download the audio file and send them the audio as a separate file than it is to record the voice. But that's not even the best piece, right? The best piece is you click this little thing. And what happens is my little fun wheel appears. And this is the bit that I designed it for. This is the bit that I love. And if you look, this one says make a plan. This one says make persuasive. This one says say it better. This one says generate ideas. This one says turn into an article. This one says extract the tasks. This one says draft an email. This one says make slides. This one makes an image, and this one translates. So I really quick just want to show you these. So let's make a plan, and we're going to apply the action. And what it's going to do is take our voice note, and it's going to turn this into a fully fledged plan. Now, clearly from 20 seconds, it's wrought a lot. It's designed in the way that this will leverage AI, and the prompts are already built in, right? So you don't have to go to AI and say, translate this voice note. And in fact, the OpenAI API key does things that ChatGPT can't. So if you put your voice note into ChatGPT and say, transcribe this, it doesn't know what to do with it. It doesn't have the functionality. Again, another frustration. So this part of the API is separate to what you get in the forward-facing ChatGPT. So now I have an action plan for my voice note. So imagine you record a meeting, or you record yourself just talking into this, or you record a conversation between you and somebody else. You can then make a plan. Of course, you've got to have permission, tell people that you're recording, follow the law, but this is super good, and you can download this. So it'll download as a text file. You can also copy this to use it in other things, or you can save it as a note. I'm not going to save this as a note right now, but it literally wrote 2,000 characters from the original content. Let's close that down. Let's have a look at the next one. Make it persuasive. Apply the action. So this is good if you're struggling to persuade somebody. You can just do a quick voice note of what you want to say, and then you can make it persuasive. And here we go. Imagine capturing your thoughts effortlessly with just one click. Welcome to DropVoice, a revolutionary tool that empowers you to record your ideas seamlessly. Look at the vibrant, flashing record icon. It's not just a feature, it's your gateway to effortless expression. Now, I just rambled on, and it's produced this amazing copy. I can download it, I can copy it, save it as a note, and then when I've saved it as a note, I can then go and use other actions on this specific note. So see what I mean? So now I've got that. I can go and open this up and say it better. This works on any note, whether the voice note's or written. So now I get say it better. I can save it or close it. Now I can come over here and I can generate ideas. So it's going to give me ideas. These are creative ideas and suggestions. So it's telling me, hey, do some community engagement. Do some educational content, integrate with other tools, powered transcription, organization, gamification, voice-based social media. Like all of these ideas are, hey, great, I've got some ideas, right? You see how powerful this is? So then I can come up in here and I could say, turn into an article. So an article about DropVoice would be really good, right? So this is my article that's being written for me from that voice note. So one voice note can turn into multiple pieces of content, all leveraging the power of OpenAI's latest models. And you see where this is going. So imagine you do a 5-minute voice note, or you record a meeting or a call or a session or something, anything, wherever there's voice spoken. You can then turn this into all of the content that you would ever need. You can save it, download it, copy it, keep it, whatever you need to do. You see, again, these just pop up. You can come in here, extract the tasks, draft an email, make some slides, or you can even make an image, which is real cool. You could be like, hey, I want to do a square, medium, balanced image. Press this, and it's going to use the OpenAI image generation through your API key. So I'm just going to wait 15, 30 seconds for this to complete. And once this is done, I'll have an image. Now, I had a choice when I created DropVoice. At first, I let people try for free, and everybody loved it, right? And I always thought, do I go down this route of having, I provide the API and I charge you for tokens, and I try and make a margin on that, and I do what all of the other AI tools do. I'm literally allowing you to run your AI at the cost, right? So you don't have to pay me extra for AI tokens and buy tokens from me. Just keep your OpenAI account topped up on platform.openai.com, and you can plug that in, and look, we've got an image we can download, we can use it on social media, all from that voice note. And come over here, I've got create image, and I've also got translate. So if I want to translate this into any language. Well, not any language. I've got some popular languages on here: Japanese, Chinese, French, German, Russian, Polish. If you want other languages, let me know. Spanish is on there, obviously, as well. Let's do French. So we'll translate to French. Now, if you are French, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this has changed my original voice note into a French version, which I can now use to get me out of any kind of situation where I need to translate something real quick. Save that as a note, download it, close it, do different ads, different things, right? So you get the idea, the power of drop voice. Make a plan, be persuasive, say it better, and more of these will be added. It works on mobile, and this gives you a suite of tools available to you in your phone, in your tablet, on your computer, on your laptop, and more, where you can literally record a voice note, and then you can use all of the tools. But there's also an important feature. I can actually import audio as well. So if I re-import the audio that I've just downloaded and add this back to the system. So let me get my audio. You can see it's doing exactly the same thing. So you can upload audio from Zoom, from any kind of audio that you've recorded, any transcripts, any shows, all of the different things. You put this up in here from other apps. So if you have audio in WhatsApp, for example, you can download it, throw it into DropVoice, and it will transcribe it. And that is super powerful because it then allows you to save it as a note and ultimately come up in here and use the tools, which gives you something very special that no other app actually does. And it solves a big problem because you're able to sort, organize, tag, flag. You can turn these into lots of different pieces of content. You can download them in different formats. You get the transcript. All of that is super useful in modern day business when you're out and about doing things on the go, whether it's your own thoughts and you just need to record them so you don't forget stuff, whether you just want to have a conversation with the husband or wife. And when you do that, then you can just make a list, pull out the tasks, whether you're having a meeting, whether you're doing homework with the kids, whether you're just having some fun, whether you're translating other voice notes and things that you've got on other apps. Whichever way you go with this, it is super practical, it's super affordable, and it's available right now at incredibly low price. This is not going to be around forever. There's actually a very special introductory deal on DropVoice.app right now. It's one of my favorite apps. There's an affiliate program as well, so you can actually join the affiliate program if you want. But I urge you to check it out. It's DropVoice.app. The links around the video, all of the things that you need. So you can click the buttons or click the links around the video. You can come in here. You can add your OpenAI API key. Dead easy. The instructions are in there. And then once you've done that, you can record and translate and create images and do lists and tasks and all of the things that I've just showed you in like no time at all. Any problems, you can reach out to support. There is a support desk in there as well. And you can just bulk download all of your voice notes in one go as well. If you want to keep them, you want to move them. And wherever you log in from, all of your voice notes are in one spot. So it's DropVoice. I'm super excited about this one. It's taken a long time to get to this point with lots of testers, lots of people who are super excited as much as I am. But now is your time to become a member, to sign up, use voice notes in everything that you do and turn them into amazing content with AI. So it's Danny Walsh. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully this solves a big problem for you. I can't wait to see you on the membership list, and I can't wait to see you using DropVoice, celebrating everything you do in business and life and turning that into practical lists, tips, tools, articles, emails, and more. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.